All right. Well, listen, in anticipation of a perfect season, this guy, Neil,
Neil,
it would be McNeil.
Right.
But everybody in Ohio this week, it's so dumb, John, has replaced the letter M with the letter X.
Why?
Michigan.
Oh, I see. The
Michigan,
M. That's pretty good. I thought that maybe they finally got past L. They can mark off M. Hot dang, we got there. What's next? What the hell is that?
Oh, that's a good one. I tell you what, I never get tired of the OSU Michigan jokes. One of my favorites still to this day is how do you get a Michigan graduate off your porch?
I don't know.
You pay him for the pizza. Still one of my favorites.
Yuck. There you go. We'll be here all week, folks. Make sure you tip your bartenders and waitresses.
This guy McNeil, he posted a copy of this letter on his Twitter page because, like I said, in anticipation of the 0-16 season, they want to celebrate. So
who does?
Cleveland Browns fans.
Oh, fans. Okay, I was going to say
the Browns fans. Yeah, he said. All right, this is to the special. Let's see, it's an email to special events at city.cleveland.oh.us. Okay.
Everybody write that down.
To whom it may concern, I hope this note finds you well. Here is an application for a peaceful parade to be held on Saturday, January 7th, 2017. The parade will be a celebration of our Cleveland Browns' historic 0-16 season. As a season ticket holder, this is especially near and dear to my heart as I prepare to pay for my season tickets next year. The event will be held on public property as the parade route wraps around First Energy Stadium that taxpayers built in hopes that the team would achieve the kind of historic brilliance that they have this year. I have filled out all of the appropriate documentation necessary for the event according to the website and attached it to this email. This documentation includes application, proposed parade route, and payment information page. Please contact me if this application is insufficient for us to hold the Browns' perfect season parade on the scheduled date of January 7, 2017. Thank you for your consideration in this matter. And as always, go Browns, Chris McNeil.
Hey, look, I'll tell you what. I know we have listeners in Cleveland. Believe it or not, they can actually understand most of this show. So, if you're there, you got to go to this parade. I don't care if you are a bandwagon goddamn Patriots fan living in Cleveland. You got to go to this parade. And not only do you have to go to this parade, but you have to cover it for the Bang Radio Hour.
You have to hold up a giant sign, too.
Yeah, who wants to do this for us? You can do it on your phone. You know, you can just do it on your phone. Just keep a running commentary about what the hell you're seeing and what the hell's going on there. I think that would be fun to have an 0-16 parade. That would be great, especially if they got all the floats to go backwards.
Interview the Browns fans. Talk to any of them. Get anything.
How much? Yeah. How much have you spent on this shit team? That's why they're winning. They're winning. Hey, man, you know what? While we're talking about fans of all kinds of shit, I got to say hey to this dude, Justin Gallagher, who keeps putting pictures of himself and his friends up in all kinds of stadiums all around the league every damn week, including Tottenham for the Redskins and Bengals game. He was at the L.A. Coliseum last week with a Dolphins hat on.
Uh-huh.
Dude, and he's taking pictures and sending them just to us at the Bang Radio Hour, so that's pretty cool. You can come see this dude's ugly mug and say, hey, he was there talking about us.
Awesome.
So, thank you, dude.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. That is.
Yeah.
That's exactly the kind of stuff we're talking about.
Exactly. So we're on the Browns.
That's it. I just think that's hilarious. But one other thing about the Browns, and it's got nothing to do with this season, and I always forget, what station is Paul Finebaum on? I never can remember.
He's on
TV.
Network?
TV, that's right. It's ESPN,
SEC, right?
Huh?
Isn't he on SEC?
Yeah, SEC, that's it. That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. This guy, I always forget.
He's such a douche.
I keep trying to forget about him because you're right. Every time we talk about him, it's because he's a douche.
He is a douche, and he looks like a douche. His head is so bald.
He keeps saying stupid shit, so then I got to bring him back up again. But
right.
I'm just going to let you hear him talking to this guy and what he said.
And the feeling is that the Browns are drafting all those SEC guys. What, Richardson from Alabama, Manziel from A&M,
first of all,
LSU.
Tom, let's try to keep facts. The Browns did not draft Richardson. Okay.
Oh. The Browns didn't draft Trent Richardson?
No.
I think they did, Paul. They also drafted.
I don't think they did, Tom. I think he went to
They also
Indianapolis.
drafted Manziel Mingo.
Yeah, they did draft. They did draft Johnny Manziel late in the first round.
But Paul, what's the SEC going to look like after?
Let me correct myself. They drafted him, but they immediately traded him, so he did not start in Cleveland.
Oh, is that right? Okay. And he, and you hear it. You can hear it. He's talking down to him.
Oh yeah, he's got this sneer on his face, and when he says they never drafted him, he twirls his freaking bald head around. It looks like a light bulb on a chain, upside down.
I know. Right. Exactly.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And he says, "Let me correct myself." No, let that idiot yelling in your ear who's telling you to correct yourself.
Paul, they did draft him. And they traded him to Indianapolis. Oh, well, and then they immediately traded him. Well, let me tell you how immediately that happened. Okay, first off, yes, the Browns drafted him. He was the number 3 overall pick, running back Trent Richardson out of Alabama. He started 15 games for the Browns his rookie year, 2012. He rushed for 950 yards and 11 touchdowns. He had 51 receptions for 367 yards and 1 touchdown. So that's a total of 1,317 yards and 12 touchdowns. But John, he never started for the Browns.
It's impossible, Tom. He was never drafted by the Browns.
That's an SEC education right there.
Trent Richardson was never drafted by the Browns, and he was immediately traded after they didn't draft him to somebody else because he never started for them.
Even though he already had 950 rushing yards somehow before he played a game for anybody.
Right. Meanwhile, in his ear, Jesus Christ, how can you be so fucking stupid?
If the guy in his ear is not worried about getting fired or can't be fired for that, he probably did say that.
Yeah. I know, really. How many more times do we have to go through this, you moron?
So I told you there is an NFL sex tape out there.
That's a very scary thing to think about. Like I said, I'm hoping it's maybe Vince Wilfork, Chris Baker.
Nope.
Who else could we
think?
No?
Nope.
I mean, am I already close? Is it a big fat guy?
Vonn Milla.
Oh! Really? Vonn Milla.
Right.
So he got another sack, but this one was on camera.
Yeah, he and he's all over the place in endorsements. See, it's a problem for him right now.
Of course it is.
Dude, he's got Microsoft, Best Buy, Beats by Dre. Beats by Dre would probably endorse him for it, but Old Spice, just to name a few.
I happen to know for a fact that no one has ever used Microsoft products to access pornography in any way. So he's got a real problem there.
The woman he had sex with.
All right, well, at least we're good on that front.
Is threatening to release the video. Well, but because he went to Cancun. He went to Cancun with a bunch of people, including this
hoochie, this hanger-on.
Elizabeth Ruiz. She's a wannabe model. That's how they referred to her in the story. They had sex. Right. She filmed it with her cell phone, and he apparently let her do it. But, she swore it would remain private, which you'd believe that, wouldn't you? You're an NFL superstar, Super Bowl MVP, just got a massive contract, but she swears it's going to stay private, John.
Oh, sure.
Wow.
I'm a wannabe model. Don't worry, I have a career.
Well, back in September, Vonn Milla was contacted by representatives for Ruiz.
Ooh. Oh, representatives for Ruiz. Excuse me, sir. We seem to have a video of you doing it doggy style.
Well, I'm trying to understand this. These are representatives for Ruiz.
Right.
They said
she got a lawyer.
They said, well, are you really? Because they said, her representative said to Vonn Milla that she wants to market the video and become the next Kim Kardashian.
Oh, that's what she wants to do, become the next Kim Kardashian by marketing the video of Vonn Milla, because she will be the one that gets famous off of this.
Or she will destroy the video and settle for $2.5 million cash.
I think I'd have to tell her, fuck it, go ahead, release the video. I don't care. Honest to God, we've all got sex tapes. We don't want that stuff leaking out there. Most of you especially. Honest to God. I've seen most of our listeners. I don't want to see any of that shit.
It's blackmail.
We are post-racist, Tom. We're not calling it that anymore.
There's no way a lawyer is going to blackmail Vonn Milla.
Really? There's no way a lawyer will try something like that?
Really?
Shit.
I gotta believe
I
the
think
guy
so.
he would be barred.
He'd be disbarred.
Disbarred, I mean.
Right, he'd be disbarred. And you're probably right, he would be disbarred, but I think that there's a lot of sleazy lawyers out there.
Man, I think it's a representative, meaning like her friend. That's what I think it is.
Right, or her.
Well, Vonn
Making
Miller,
up a
so Vonn Miller filed for a restraining order to stop her from selling or releasing the video, and he got it. His lawyer said, he got it. Now,
yeah, this is the Hulk Hogan Gawker thing, isn't it?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, good.
But he said, his lawyer said it depends on the appeal of his persona to many different people from virtually all walks of life, including families and children.
I want to see him blindsiding quarterbacks and possibly paralyzing them. I do not want to see his Willie. Not at all.
And I haven't heard him say that he knew he was being videotaped either, so she'd have to prove that.
Yeah, I don't know what else there is to say about it. I don't care if she puts it out or not. I'm not going to stop buying the products that he endorses. In fact, I would go, hey, there's Vonn Miller. I've seen him having sex. I think I'll go buy a computer.
I'm in love. I'm all shook up.
He thought he was in love for a few minutes. Go ahead, videotape me, baby. What do I care? Well, it's about time for Thanksgiving, and this is our best of show.
It is about time for Thanksgiving. Yeah, we did a real show. We didn't do a best of show.
And we're coming in on time.
I know.
Hot dang. You'd think we got places to be.
How about that, right?
Well, I'm not going anywhere this holiday. I did enough traveling this weekend amongst the gays, so I'm going to stay home and watch the Redskins defeat the Dallas Cowboys in armed combat.
I will be at my in-laws, which basically I can walk around the corner to get to their house. So,
See, I need a passport to get to mine.
we'll eat right. We'll eat early and then sit back and watch the Cowboys kick the shit out of the Redskins. Can't wait.
Well, you know why I love my wife? You know what's in my fridge instead of a turkey? A goddamn standing rib roast is sitting in my fridge.
Nice,
ready for that, boy.
very nice.
Eating that while I'm watching the Redskins kick the shit out of the Cowboys. Rob Kelly. Do you seem to recall I told you about Rob Kelly in the preseason?
No, I told you.
What? No way. That's out of your you're out of your
Hey,
mind.
John, he was on my roster week 1.
Only because I didn't pick him up. I didn't pick up any of them.
Oh my God! Wait a minute. I got the text. I can prove
And
it.
then I didn't say you didn't have him. I'm just saying that I didn't pick him up because I wasn't going to touch their running game. It didn't look good to me at all.
No. I told you he would be the starter.
I knew that.
No.
Yes, I did.
I've got the text. I'm going all the way back to these texts.
Oh no! See, this is why I'm calling on the Tom Brady rule. I don't need to give my phone out to anybody. This is this is protected stuff.
Oh man,
We don't have a podcasters union, do we? God damn it! Where's our shop steward? I don't know, but he had 3 touchdowns the other night. I sure like Fat Rob right now. I had him because you cut him, and then I had him I picked him up in week 3, and then I cut him. And then I picked him back up again when Matt Jones fumbled 3 times in a game and gave away the game to the Lions. I said, fuck that. Fat Rob's coming in. That's going to be the end of it. And that's the end of it.
Folks, let me tell you something about John. Anytime he doesn't have at least 3 Redskins on his roster, he starts breaking out in a cold sweat. He's got to pick somebody up. So Rob Kelly's like, I got to get another one. Okay, wait a minute.
That's not true at all.
Now I got the Redskins defense. I can drop Rob Kelly. No, you know what? I need 4 Redskins. Give me Rob Kelly back. Let me...
Seriously, with running backs, finding a starter, which I needed desperately to do after week 2, it was impossible. You got to find people. You're trying to pick amongst people that are going to get 6 carries a week. So, when one of them comes available like Kelly that's going to get 15 carries a week, I'll take him. Jordan Reed was one of my keepers. I picked up Kirk Cousins because why not? The dude's one of the best quarterbacks in the league in terms of statistics. I got him and Derek Carr every week. I flip a coin. Which one am I going to put in there?
He's a great fantasy quarterback. There's no doubt about it. But don't start thinking that Rob Kelly is some amazing running back like I don't know Ezekiel Elliott.
No, I don't care about anything like that. No, but when in terms of fantasy football this year, for me to be able to have 2 backs that I can, dude, one of my other backs is Todd Gurley, who is the feature back and has done shit this year. But I've also had him in another game where he got 2 touchdowns. Or he got 100 yards and a touchdown his first week.
Right. But you know what you got to have in order to do that? The ball.
What's that?
You got to have the ball. And you know what Dallas doesn't give you? The ball.
Well,
they
we'll
keep
find
it.
out about
they
that,
keep
because
it.
The Redskins have a good
what?
I hear you.
A good what?
They have a damn good offense for one thing, and they do manage to keep the ball. So this will be an interesting game.
They scored too fast.
Not necessarily. They scored too fast the other night because the Packers couldn't do anything to